My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Isaiah 55, 8-9. Take the highway. If you want to accurately understand the leading of God, then get better acquainted with his highways than you are with the world's low ways. Focus your time and attention on him and his word. Jesus operated that way. The Bible says he got up long before daylight to pray. Sometimes he spent the entire night communicating with God. Jesus made spending time with God the #1 priority in his life. That's how he knew what God wanted him to do. That's how he perfectly pleased him. He spent time with him. Jesus' disciples knew by watching his lifestyle that his power was connected to the time he spent praying. That's why they asked him, "Lord, teach us to pray." Luke 11:1. The instructions Jesus received in those times with God weren't always easy. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he sweated blood and said, "O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt." Matthew 26:39. You may be in a type of Garden of Gethsemane right now. God may be telling you to do something your flesh just doesn't want to do. He may have been telling you for months to get up earlier every morning so you can spend more time in prayer or in the Word. And you've been thinking for months, "Yes, I really ought to do that," and then hitting the snooze button on your alarm and going back to sleep. Perhaps God has been speaking to you about other adjustments you need to make in your life. He may be saying, "This is what you can do about this situation. Here's what you need to change." No matter how insignificant God's instructions may seem to you right now, you need to take them seriously. You need to obey them. What may seem of little significance now may cause you to avoid serious consequences later. God's directions are always in your best interest. If you'll spend time with him, you'll learn his ways, and you can forget the world's low ways. You'll learn to take the highway. Speak the word. As I spend time in the presence of God, his thoughts become my thoughts, and his ways become my ways. Isaiah 55, 8-9.